Oh, is that how it started?
Yeah, it was.
I could always move it up a bit. Let's
I
start.
think it's perfect.
Okay. Welcome everybody to the first episode of the GUUSECAST, starring your truly.
Nobody's gonna watch this. The audio is gonna be so horrible.
We're gonna watch this in 5 years, looking back, like, wow.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
that?
watch it.
That was a good time. So welcome us 5 years from now. Wasn't this a blast from the past, huh, guys?
Yeah, I guess you could
It's a
say
one-man show, huh?
Yeah. So I'm Brody. You know me from the Ishy and Brody show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Hiran.
And then
I guess if you saw the videos before they were taken down, you know me from Goosebumps and one episode of
And
the
I'm
Ishy and Brody show. And don't cut me off.
Yeah.
Well, I really didn't.
You know.
I know that me and Brody came with nothing prepared because Ishy has this one handled pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is gonna be the Ishy standalone episode. Huh? I mean, look, I could go talking on and on about what a
Oh, we know
ball
you
I've
can.
had, but I wanted to hear from you guys. I mean, you guys have stuff done. You guys went to the park without me, the amusement park. Must have been fun.
Don't say it like that. You guys went to the park with You were not
We went without
in
you.
the current state that we are in.
We literally could not believe
Yeah.
me.
You are
I
literally
know, I'm
across the United States, like on the actual opposite side of the United States.
Yeah, but an invitation would have been nice.
Well, I because we waited so long, it was really a choice between the lake trip and or having you on
Yeah.
the lake trip or having you on
I'm
the
not-
Pennsylvania trip, and I figured you would rather be on the lake trip. So,
That's true. I did have a lot of fun getting my chin
but
punched in.
then you know, the whole chin thing happens.
Yeah.
It was a summertime adventure,
It was a time to remember. You know, I'll never forget it.
but you can also tell that
Yeah,
story
maybe
on
we
the
should-
podcast.
Maybe you should tell that story because
Yeah, that's a fun story. Well, we went on the lake trip like what was it, like 2 weeks ago?
it was a trip to the lake.
It was a trip to the lake, essentially. I guess time doesn't matter because who knows when this is gonna go up. So, but we went on like a boat. We were on a cool little boat, new boat. Brody's dad has. It was a cool boat, and we're gonna write the hot dog. So first up was Brody, Hiran, and another friend of ours. All three riding the hot dog. And I was actually quite amazed. I did not think 3 people could fit on that hot dog. I thought it was like, you know, only meant for 2, but they did it all fine. You know, got off. They're like all laughing. They all fell off. You know, because the waves picked up. It knocked them off, as they do. And then it was my turn. So me and another friend of ours, a big friend of ours, the biggest, I think, in the group probably.
Yeah.
It was just me and him. So 2 people shouldn't be, you know, a problem. 3 of them handled it fine. So I hopped in the back naturally. As the bigger man stepped in the front. Because I didn't, honestly, I was kind of scared, you know, like, you know, in the roller coasters where, you know, if you're scared, you sit in the back. You don't want to sit in the front.
But before you went on, we discussed that Andrew should probably sit in the back behind Ishy because the person in the
Yeah.
front would get like
Now, I
torn
must have
off and
missed
hit
that
the person in the back.
conversation.
So we did have that. You were definitely there. Like
Yeah,
it's
but
a
I
small
wasn't
boat,
listening.
So
I remember being
Yeah.
very confused when I saw you on the back. I was like,
in
okay.
the, we have a
Looks very
video of this
wrong.
event, and I believe
Yeah.
in the video we might
We could put it on the
comment
screen
at the
right now.
beginning. Yeah, we'll play the video.
Yeah. See, so as you
Oh,
can see
so
in the
now you
video,
guys have seen. I haven't seen it, though, so I still don't know whether or not at the beginning we comment on the fact that
you
Andrew
don't. I
was
I rewatched
in
the
the front.
video multiple times, but You do see the incident happen. I'll play it in slow-mo replay, instant replay.
Slow-mo right now?
Oof, yeah, that's a nasty.
Are we talking
over the
slow-mo?
No.
Oh.
It's like
no,
it cuts
getting
back.
Dang.
I mean, we could. I guess we could.
I feel like it'd be silenced if it was just the
the
slow-mo.
first video, I figured we just cut because
Yeah, we could splice the
Yeah.
first one in.
But right now we're currently talking over the slow-mo. I feel like that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Are we still talking over the slow-mo?
I hope so. I hope
That's
it's really
just
slow.
Very slow. It's very drawn out.
And we'll say now the
And
slow-mo.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I also wasn't thinking when I got hit. As soon as I got hit, I don't remember. Like, you know, like I went, like it was like boop. It was a pop. It was like, I don't even remember like being in the water. I just remember my head coming out, gasping for air. And I didn't want to be a baby. I didn't want to be a big baby on this trip. Look at the little Ishy baby on this trip, huh, guys? But no, I tried to toughen it up. And as soon as like the boat reared around, look, I don't remember even the boat rearing around. I just remember the boat being there. And as soon as like the first thing I remember, honestly, is like when Brody's dad was shouted over the boat. He's like, "Hey, are you bleeding? I think you're bleeding, pal." And I was like, "What? Oh, really?" And I touched my chin. And there was quite a bit of blood pouring off of my chin. And they dragged me up on the boat. And that's when I really realized the severity of the situation, where I just saw blood dripping on me, coming from my chin. And I don't know. I thought it was like a scratch, but it was like, I think Aiden was one of our friend of ours.
The medic.
I don't know if one of the medics, the Boy Scouts, was cleaning up my wound, and he's like, "Yeah, you need stitches." So then we rushed to the hospital.
Good call on his part.
Honestly, I don't know where I would be without him. You know, I don't know what the rest of the day would have looked like if he wasnn't there.
Shout out
Aiden. Shout out Aiden.
Flattering picture of Aiden
on screen
right now.
Yeah.
This is a good bit. I like the picture on the screen bit. It's gonna be a hell in the editor's room, but it's funny. Yeah.
You can also at some point during that you can pop up the photo of you.
Yeah.
And stitches
with the chin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the hospital or the.
I love that.
Yeah.
Photo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the even worse part, to be honest.
You can show the hospital picture, and then you can show the one with you.
Yeah. Like the whole time I was mainly in shock, so it wasn't like that bad of a deal. But it was when I was in the hospital getting stitches. That like I don't know. It was just like well, also my head was very rattled the whole day. So like I went up and I didn't know how to tell the story straight. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't want to make everyone think I had a concussion. I don't think I had a concussion. If I did, I slept it off.
You definitely had a concussion.
Well, wouldn't I have died on the plane then? Wouldn't I have just died?
No.
That doesn't mean having a concussion doesn't mean that you would 100% die on the plane. We were just worried because it can cause complications if you get into a plane with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I misinterpreted that situation.
It's because you were concussed. You didn't comprehend the information we were giving you.
I also didn't want to.
What you did is dangerous, and you shouldn't have done it.
I like to live life on the edge, you know.
We know.
Because if you ain't living, you dying, and that's facts. Put that on a t-shirt. So yeah,
put that on a t-shirt.
Put that on the t-shirt.
Wasn't very confident on what my next sentence was going to be. I'm not concussed still. I'm good.
How? Cause you took the stitches out, right?
Yeah.
How well is it healed?
This week. Honestly, I thought it was pretty bad, but the doctor didn't say anything. So right now it's good. Right now it's perfect.
Did you go to a doctor in LA to see if?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did, and he was like in and out. You know. He didn't really I don't know. It wasn't like that hard. I was also looking it up online because I really didn't want to go to a doctor again to like take the stitches out myself. But I realized that'd probably be stupid and end in a crazier story. So I realized just take the easy one out. I had enough of a summer of adventure and I just wanted to get it out right. So.
Oh, you had a summer adventure, all right?
Oh yeah,
dude, this summer adventure was nuts. It took place in like 2 weeks. In the craziest summer adventure. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the GUUSECAST. Make sure to come back next week. What else? What's been going on? Oh. Yeah, I'm actually really excited that we have the GUUSECAST, may I say. I've been wanting to do a thing with you guys for a long time since Goosebumps hit its end, and I just, missed.
Yeah, I suppose we should explain for the like 2 people who will find this on YouTube randomly.
Yeah.
We are friends from high school, and before me and Ishy had a podcast, and then after that, me, Ishy, and Hiran, we all had a like little YouTube show that we did called Goosebumps, but spelled differently. And it was like a fake ghost hunting show. So
wait, are we not spelling this with 2 U's?
That's why this is called the GUUSECAST.
It's spelled differently from.
I'm saying from like actual Goosebumps.
Oh, okay.
Not our shitty little podcast.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes I forget Goosebumps is a real thing. Like I just see a sweater and I'm like, I should buy that because it's like my show. But
that's just your ego.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my ego talking. Big ego on this guy right here. Yeah, no, honestly, living in LA has been a humbling experience. I realized how stupid that sounded as soon as it left my mouth. But it has. Experience. I don't know. It's like well, first of all, like I don't have any friends here. I'm very literally on my own. Like I've never been this alone in my life. But basically, living in LA by myself has been interesting.
Humbling experience.
Well, the first 2 days was like the best. It was like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, you know? Like I felt really free. Like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
That's what I told you was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, then week 1 hits, and I'm like, oh, I'm alone in LA, you know? Like I became like isolated. The only conversations I have with Uber drivers and people in the food industries. And I started talking to the homeless. Now, this is where the podcast content kicks in. I don't know how to deal with homeless people, to be honest. I don't know if you're supposed to ignore them. That seems like a douchey thing to do. But do you talk to them and end up getting stabbed one day? Like, I don't know where to fit in. So I've been mixing it up. You know, sometimes I walk right past them, pretend like I have my headphones in. When I do have my headphones in most of the time. So that's not really pretending. But then the other times, I do talk. Like, I say like a couple things, you know. I was called Youngblood in the street today. Someone called me Youngblood. I feel like I was in prison.
You're gonna get like bent over and raped in the middle of the street by a homeless dude.
Very public. There's very like LA is overpopulated.
Blood. And your cheeks over here.
But like, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not talk to the homeless?
I don't.
Yeah, but doesn't that seem like an asshole thing to do? Aren't we all humans on this planet?
It seems like an asshole thing, but at the same time, I don't need that.
It's true. I have to find the balance, you know? Like, if it's dangerous, I guess you can ignore them. But also, if you ignore somebody who doesn't want to be ignored, that's also kind of dangerous.
I'm always looking for an excuse to, whip out my epic skills. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a kung fu master in my head till I get the shit beaten out of me.
Oh, yeah. Until I get into a fight and I get my ass brutally whooped, I'm a god.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for me, I always get my ass brutally whooped. So, so far, my track record isn't too good.
How many fights have you been in?
Only the ones in your basement.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
don't count that as a real fight.
No.
Oh, really?
No, definitely.
I'll give it my all. Here's some pictures of a fight in Brody's basement. I actually have some of those on my phone because Maddie was taking a bunch of them when I was getting my ass handed to me for some reason.
It's funny.
Look at him getting ragdolled.
It's a video of me laughing on screen right now.
There's me kicking with the ribs or something.
Well, I don't have that. I don't really have that picture, but
we can film that, edit that together.
I'll go ahead and fly over. Yeah. I'll rent out a studio and we'll get that filmed real quick.
You have some connections over there, right? Should we run out of studio?
I have nobody over here.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think you need to get a job for multiple reasons, but also you'll make friends.
I was also thinking of joining an improv group, like after I get a job, because I did improv in DC and that was kind of fun. Like that,
that'll be good for you. Like I feel like you'll find some really weird people, though.
Yeah, but that's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
You gotta put yourself in a position where you can find people who have like-minded people. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think improv group is perfect for that.
Yeah. And improv's always an excuse for me to climb out of my asshole for no, I said that.
Climb out of my asshole.
I meant like get out of my head.
Why would you want to leave?
Have you seen that thing? Oh my
Skeletons.
goodness.
Young blood over here.
We've all seen Youngblood's cheeks.
Oh, jeez.
I better not stick.
Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of the GUUSECAST. My name's Youngblood.
Oh man.
Here's a picture of my bare asshole.
My bare ass on
screen right now.
Here's a video of them things flapping in the wind.
Look at his ass, guys. Oh my god.
Holy smokes, dude.
Goodness. I'm losing room in my pants.
I do need to get a haircut.
Yeah, so no homeless man can grab you by the hair and just make you his.
Yeah.
Make you his. Yeah, I think short hair is probably the way to go. Make it look a little more manly. Wait, so where are you staying right now? What place did you find?
It's like a small little room. I'm not describe it. I don't know. It's like a small. It's not like trash. I visited a bunch of places. One place looked like an actual haunted mansion, and I was so for it. You can see the Hollywood sign at the window. I took pictures of it. Here's some pictures on the screen. I'm gonna hate editing this episode.
Dang, look at that thing. It's a haunted mansion.
Oh, I'm still looking at the picture of Ishy's ass. We can pull that back.
Look at that thing. Oh goodness.
Look at that thing.
Come on, take it off.
Oh my god, how did you get it to shake? Oh goodness.
It's a gift. But yeah, I didn't end up going with that one because it was very cockroach infested. Like it was some in the fridge already. So I went with the shitty small one, but it's right next to the cool. I don't know, location's perfect. There's just a lot of homeless here, which is fine. I could deal with them, you know.
So how's the internet thing gonna work? Work out for you?
I'm getting my internet on the 12th. I ordered a thing to come in. So I'll have internet.
It's tomorrow. Well,
is it actually? Oh yeah, okay. I ordered it today, so it was kind of fast. But I'm excited to get my own internet. It's my first own internet. I've always leached off of the government or my parents for internet.
What's the difference?
Good at the laugh track.
Give the laugh track, yeah.
Liz, I don't know.
Yeah, any joke that doesn't land, just put a laugh track. We're gonna need it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, there's a lot of probably dead air coming up.
Whoever's editing this, go ahead and plop Ishy's ass on the screen one more time.
Come on, guys, get that dang thing off of there.
That's it for your LA.
Like an audience going like, ooh, when his ass goes up.
I can't wait to get back into improv. I miss that. I miss just doing stuff.
Get out of your
asshole. And performing. Get my asshole on stage.
Yeah, it's good to get out of your asshole once in a while.
Yeah, I love stepping out of that thing. Why is that on screen again? Who put this up there, guys?
I like that we established on the first episode that our recurring bit is Ishy's asshole flying on the screen periodically.
Youngblood's asshole.
The Youngblood's asshole.
What a time.
What a time we have, huh?
To be on the GUUSECAST.
It was, yeah. It's pretty good. I don't like how ingrained my ass is into these bits, but, I mean, what you gonna do?
That just kind of happened. You know, nobody wanted
that. Was a natural progression.
Nobody wanted to see that, am I right? I mean,
no,
I don't even know I don't even know how that bit started, to be honest. I forgot. I saw The Green Knight today. Yes,
how'd you like it?
I do like it. I did like it a lot. About my favorite director too. I liked how surreal it felt. You know, like half of the time it felt like I was having a fever dream, which I want out of the movie.
I think that is what they were going for.
Yeah, I did enjoy having a fever dream in theaters. I loved it's in the trailer. It's not really a spoiler, but like the giant, the giants walking. felt like a painting, like a moving painting. It was like also eerie. Like I got chills during that scene. I don't know. I like the movie. I love Dev Patel too. He's a great actor.
Dev Patel
Nailed the performance. Also, the guy who played the Green Knight himself, like I don't know what his name is, but he was in like the Beach, and then his voice is like hypnotizing. So I thought it was a good time.
Was he the guy who played the goat?
No. He played the guy who fought the goat.
I remember the goat had an awesome voice in the Vivitch.
See, I don't remember how he sounded like.
I can't mimic it. It's very odd. No,
here's
not
a clip
quite.
of the goat from the.
Yeah,
Okay.
here's a clip.
What dost thou want?
What canst thou give?
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
That was amazing.
Wow, stellar.
Did you guys like that clip? If you want to find more, go watch the Vivitch. We are sponsored by them.
The movie that came out like what, 2018, 17. Is it still summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
When does summer end?
Soon.
Yeah. So.
I gotta get while the getting is hot.
That's what I'm saying.
If there's any LA people listening in the LA area, hit me up for some summer adventures.
If there's any LA people listening in the LA area.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is Ishy's address right here on the screen.
Yeah, please stop by.
Pictures of his apartment.
This is a social security card.
That's real, by the way. That's a real picture.
And back of his credit card.
That's another story we can tell right here, is that Ishy actually fucking did that once. Is just posted the front and back of his credit card on Instagram.
Beat it real quick, but then Instagram decided to crash right afterwards too.
We're sitting in study hall in high school, and we're joking around that he's gonna do it. And he actually pressed post on it, and then he went to go like refresh his page and delete it because he was just like a bit that he was posting it. And then Instagram, like for everybody, like Instagram just went down. And it was like,
I wonder if I caused that. I wonder if that was me.
Yep, they were like, Ishmael Amarji Chavez just posted his credit card.
Another crazy thing that happened, like perfect timing like that, is we were gonna see the baby for a meme at the festival, and he gets canceled.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We were gonna watch him, and they pulled him out of the festival. That was wild. The day of, we were gonna see him. Boom, he's gone.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Get kicked out?
He was performing at a concert, and he said something like, it was just like a really weird homophobic comment.
Yeah, he said anybody who's not my fan and is gay has AIDS. If you have AIDS, you don't listen to my music or something like that. Everyone who doesn't listen to my music is gay and has AIDS or something like that.
No, he said like, my gay fans aren't like nasty like that. Like they wouldn't suck dick in a parking lot and get AIDS.
Oh, what?
He said something weird like that.
Huh. Why do people say stuff? Why do you? Well, I mean, I feel like I can.
People think the same way about you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do say some stuff when I'm not supposed to. Honestly, I stand by everything I've ever said and ever will say. I say that now, wholeheartedly. Because 100% of the time I don't mean it, and another percent of the time I do.
Okay, here's what he said: if you didn't show up today with HIV/AIDS or any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks, then put your cell phone light up.
What?
Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up.
Man.
So, and then he said more things too. I've read.
It's very strange.
It's just it's strange. I think he posted like a video after that because people were like, "What the fuck was that?" And then I think he said something after fact, like an Instagram post or something about how like his gay fans aren't nasty like that, like they wouldn't have AIDS.
Do a liquid the baby.
I mean, shit. Let's go.
Let's go.
the baby on the screen right now.
Just got the Let's Go reference.
There they go. There's the baby on the screen.
I feel like the baby was on the screen the whole time we were talking about him. But I mean, here's another the baby
only
picture,
now.
I guess. And here's a picture of my asshole again. There's a side-by-side comparison.
You say asshole, but you're not actually going to put a picture of your asshole. So stop misleading our audience.
You're lying.
Well, what if I did?
I wouldn't say fans. They can be watching but not be fans.
I feel like most people watching aren't fans. It is our first episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't have fans.
We have to gain their love. What can we do to make you guys our fans? More ass pics? What do you want from us? Hello? Say something back.
Answer in our community poll.
We shouldn't. We should maybe slow down on the ass pics on the screen right now. If
I could dish these out all day.
Yeah, but I mean, your ass is a hot commodity right now.
Yeah, but these pictures are fully covered.
Oh,
we were supposed to. Oh, see, I was under the wrong interpretation, but I like the fully covered idea now.
Yeah, fully covered works too, I guess.
And then our intern will get the non fully covered one.
Premium fans.
If you guys subscribe to our Patreon, you'll get actual pictures of Ishy's ass.
$10 a month for pictures of my ass on the Patreon. It's not OnlyFans, it's Patreon. That's the catchphrase.
Welcome to Patreon. We are not OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan.
Well, we're OnlyFans.
I'm not going to be your only fan.
Come on. Be one of them at least.
No.
Man.
You haven't gotten canceled like the baby.
One day. I'm not famous enough to get canceled. I feel like if I was famous, I'd be canceled by now, probably.
For what?
Goosebumps.
I don't think you ever said anything controversial.
Goosebumps wasn't bad.
Look, I was rewatching the other day, and I said a couple of stuff there that I was like, ooh, I said that? Should I give an example real quick that I can cut out if I want to? I'll put it up on the screen. Fuck it. There was a joke. Look, we were all in high school, fresh off of the Improv. And the thing about Improv is they put limits on us. They put boundaries. So the thing about Goosebumps was you could say whatever you want and not worry about it. There's a joke in episode 2. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of jokes in episode 2. One of the ones that landed, I think, was the dog raping joke. I think that one landed well. Out of context.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It did.
But
I was meditating. I was putting myself inside of the dog when he was raped.
Isn't that what the client didn't want to happen?
Not like that, okay? Don't be a smart guy over here. I'm saying that my dick was in the dog, and I was in the rape victim.
Wait a minute.
I was in the guy raping the dog, is what I mean.
So you were like in his eyes?
Yeah.
So it was
I saw what he was seeing.
It was a
I don't know. I should have probably went from the dog's perspective so I could see who I am raping him. I didn't get to ejaculate yet, though. So maybe he killed the dog beforehand.
You want to go back in so you can finish?
I'll go back inside of the dog.
I think.
But in the show, I think that I nailed that joke. The one that didn't was the handicap joke.
Oh, no, that did not land. That was so stupid.
What was the joke there? I forget.
So I was just pointing at like a handicap spot of like a person in a wheelchair, and then Hiran goes like, "Why are you pointing on that thing?" And I'm like, "It looks fucking retarded." And then he's like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Cause that doesn't look like a guy in a wheelchair." It was like a classic misconception. And then Brody did a thing that was pretty bad. I won't throw you under the bus.
What did I do?
You went on to like the symbol and pretended to be Stephen Hawking on the ground.
You did say R.I.P. afterwards in the editor's note. You put R.I.P. Stephen Hawking, so it wasn't all that bad. But
I love Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, it was. Hey man, it was a good bit.
It's a different time, I guess.
It was a different time, 2017.
That's actually a while ago now.
It is. It's weird to think that 2017 is quite.
It's weird how progressive we're getting the longer we go on these.
I mean, years. I'm not really. I have to temper myself more.
Well, that's just gonna lead up to an outburst, like the Burger King man.
No,
You keep that all built up.
Not racist.
You're gonna break one day. Have your Joker moment.
Oh my god, you're gonna cause me to have my Joker moment.
What I wouldn't do to have a Joker moment.
Good one, Ishy.
Like that.
Thank you.
So he has total control.
Would you'd rather be a filmmaker than an actor, or would you act in your own films?
Both. I really love
a bit
acting.
of an M. Night Shyamalan type of deal.
Yeah, dude, I love to do both of them. I love to make films because I love storytelling, but I also like to be a part of other people's story. And acting, bringing to life a character, is something I've always loved to do. Haven't done it enough times. Like, I haven't worked on anybody else's film but my own. Like, I've always wanted to do film. No one was doing film, so I made a film and made myself the main character. Fuck that. Bummy was a time. It wasn't. I feel like it could have been better than it was, but I also feel like it could have been a lot worse, and I was expecting it to be worse, and I was actually surprised.
I like how Bummy turned out. Here's a picture of Bummy.
Yeah, here's a picture of Bummy.
Here's the entire picture of Bummy.
That's the entire film.
That was such a fun time. I had a fun filming with you, bro. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was good.
I wish we made more films when I was there, but I mean, there's always whenever like the summer we could just like.
There's always whenever you pack it in and come back.
Yeah, well, that's not happening.
LA.
I'll be a homeless guy before that happens, but yeah.
Zigo's not gonna let that happen.
Youngblood.
It's for sure is an ego thing.
He'll be a homeless on the streets known as Youngblood.
That's what they call me up in here. They call me Youngblood. Stay back. Come back on hood.
We're like, Ishy's that you? He's not gonna respond. He's not gonna look. His new name's Youngblood.
So, YB on my... I have a YB tattooed on my forehead. What's a YB stand for? I don't know.
I
don't remember. What does YB stand for?
You gotta get it. No, you gotta get a tramp stamp.
Young butt. Huh? What's a tramp stamp?
It goes right over your ass. You don't know what a tramp stamp is?
No.
What?
What's a tramp stamp?
He just told you.
Are you joking?
It's like right above your butt on your lower back, pretty much.
Like the Paul Blart Loch Ness Monster tattoo?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't like those. Those always looked bad on girls or boys.
Horrible. Yeah. That's why I was saying you should get the Youngblood one.
That's why they're in so
That's why they're called tramp stamps.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I was doing a little something called joking.
Oh, that's what we do here. Wait,
Joker moment.
What does your tattoo say, Brody? I never saw it.
It says gentleman and scholar. It's something my grandfather says a lot. It looks cool. Here's a picture on screen.
You want to talk about your tattoo experience?
Sure. That's actually perfect.
Yeah.
So this tattoo, I've always wanted tattoos. I always figured I would get one. And for a while, I came up with the idea for this tattoo in high school, I think, in sophomore year or something. So I've wanted this tattoo for a while. Gentleman and scholar is something my grandfather says a lot. Like, if you hold the door for him, he'll be like, "Oh, you're a gentleman and a scholar," joking around. Mm-hmm. So it's a sentimental tattoo. I recently had the design for it, which is fairly similar to what it looks like now, just different fonts, but it's the same idea. I put it up on Google Slides so I could, because basically what it is gentleman, and then it's just a line, and then it says scholar. And then I added a ampersand, which is the and symbol, in between, the middle of the line, essentially. So it's a very simple tattoo. Going to get it was pretty interesting. It definitely does hurt. I did not expect it to hurt as much as it did.
That's what everyone says about tattoos, though. I feel like you would have known that, right?
I knew that people said they hurt. I didn't think it was gonna hurt.
Because you have a high pain tolerance.
You thought they were little babies.
Yeah, and I mean it wasn't unbearable pain or anything, but it definitely hurt.
I mean, it's a needle going into your skin.
Yeah, that's how I described. Maddie was asking what did it feel like, and I said it feels exactly like what you would think a needle going into your arm a million times a second feels like.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I never thought about the actual pain element of it, to be honest, until you said that. I was I don't know. I feel like I want a tattoo. If this podcast hits 1 million subscribers, subscribers, by the way. Try to get there. I'll get a tramp stamp of GUUSECAST on my asshole. But continue.
A tramp stamp of Goosebumps on my asshole.
That sounds like, I don't know. That might have hurt, actually. 2 million. How about that?
1.5, we'll call it even.
That is-
1.5
Yeah.
deal.
Dude, I don't know. I can't even imagine the pain. Like a needle going into my flesh.
It's not that
Like-
bad. You're
But you have
definitely
to sit
thinking
there.
it's worse than it is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doing
I
the
can take it
opposite
then.
of what you did. It's like, oh goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
I always build it up in my mind. Would you get the GUUSECAST tattooed on you if we hit 1.5 million
not
subscribers?
on my asshole.
Okay, well, where would you put it then?
GUUSECAST tattoo. I'd probably put it. Maybe I put that on like my calf. That'd be kind of a cool calf tattoo.
That would. I might get like a cartoon goose, like the logo. If we ever make a logo, I get a tattoo goose, maybe on my somewhere on my body, maybe like near my knee. I don't know. What about you, Hiran? Where are you gonna put the GUUSECAST?
Under my eyelids.
Oh no!
Every time you go to bed, you just
Yeah. I eat,
That
sleep,
is the most.
I eat, sleep, and breathe this thing.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck on that one. What about like a lip tattoo? Like a Wakanda?
no.
No.
I don't think I'd ever get a lip tattoo.
I feel like those rub away though. It wouldn't be that bad.
I just don't want one.
Mm.
Well, what's the place you'd never get tattooed besides like face? I'm assuming nobody here would get the face tattooed.
If I do get famous, I will get a face tattoo. I think or maybe a neck tattoo, not a face tattoo, but a neck tattoo. Those look so sick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a neck one. I guess I wouldn't get a tattoo. Maybe on my
your dick.
You know what? I won't get tattoo on my balls. Dick's fine, but on my balls, that's a no.
I don't know that you can get a tattoo. I mean, I guess you could, but what if the needle just goes through and like fucks up your sack?
Ooh, yeah,
I feel like
that's a no.
they'd
for me.
They'd be pulling that wrinkly old sack and make sure they got all that skin. but because of them holding the skin, it ain't gonna look good. It's all gonna be all
This is what the
distorted.
GUUSECAST is, huh? That's the worst imagery I've ever pictured.
Well, in order to tattoo a dick, they really got to be, ranking on those things, just pulling them.
You definitely gotta be harder than The Rock on that.
I don't know that I don't know. Maybe they don't want you to be hard though.
Well, that's the problem though. Is you have to if you're hard, they have to make it in a way. So are they making it so it looks good when it's hard or soft? Because they can't do both. I don't think.
Well, when are you
It's gonna
showing
look
off your
odd.
soft penis?
To myself.
Well,
I mean,
it's
that's
not
the one
for
I'd
you.
be
It's for
looking
the
at.
ladies. You get a
Oh,
little
okay.
heart on your cock.
I don't know if we're gonna edit this part
You know?
out, but when I look at my soft penis, I actually am quite impressed. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm really happy with that.
I think you're in the minority with that one.
Here's a picture of Rod's soft penis on the screen.
There it is, front and side.
Oh no!
And here's a picture of his taint.
Here's me lifting it up. There you go.
You know what? Taint tattoo doesn't sound too bad.
That's the balls, Ishy.
Wait a minute, no.
It's
Taint and balls are
it's where
different.
God
Taint?
stitched you up.
Yeah, taint's more of a bridge, if you don't mind me saying.
It's sort of the bridge, you could say.
But I root on all my pals out there who want to get tattoos. If you're listening to this and want to get a tattoo, hey man, get that tattoo. What's the worst that could happen?
I wouldn't do that. I think if you've wanted a tattoo for a while, and it's an idea that you've had for a while, do it. Like an idea that you've had time to think about for a while. But if you're like on a whim,
Yeah,
you're like, man, what if I got a tattoo? Maybe don't do that.
yeah.
And I say, if you spend your whole time worrying about shit, then you gotta climb yourself out of your asshole and get that tattoo.
It is good to get out of your ass every once in a while. That's true. I can't
Climb
deny
up
that.
crevice, deep caverns.
I want to talk about that a little bit. Like, being in your ass is so hard. Wait, hold on.
I've never been in my own ass.
Dude,
Is
do
that-
tell
is that
though.
just
I'm
a
quite
me thing?
interested.
Like, I've been in my head for so long, and every time I think I'm out of my head, I find myself back in my head. I don't know if it's also because I'm alone, Maybe
Are
that's...
you in your head or are you in your ass? Pick one.
Very
wait,
confused.
do they mean the same thing? Or is that a different thing?
I don't think I've ever heard someone say that they've been in their ass.
I hear people say get their head out of their ass. I've never heard someone said I'm in my ass.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what does the head in the ass be?
Like get your
if someone tells you to get your head out of your
literally
ass,
head ass, like get your head out of your ass.
yeah. I've never heard someone say that they have their own head in their own ass, though. I've never heard someone say like, "Oh, I've had my head in my ass recently."
Yeah.
Never heard that.
No, yeah, it's usually someone saying it to someone else.
Yeah,
I feel like we're running like an English course here.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn something new every day.
Well, welcome to English 101 on the GUUSECAST.
New segment.
New segment where we impersonate other people's jobs. Next week will be doctors performing a live surgery.
I cannot wait. I'm so good at doctors.
I love playing sick.
I got like congestion.
Ishy, I think that cough might be a symptom of something.
Like
something
what?
greater.
Let me get the bone saw. Edit in the audio of a loud ass bone saw going off. And Ishy, go ahead and start screaming. Yeah, that's our actor right there.
I don't want to wake up my neighbors.
Now Hiran start moaning, and we're gonna put Ishy's ass back on the screen.
Yeah, there you go.
I forgot to even say, I went to a psychic like day one here. I was like, yeah.
That's
I was with my
awesome.
mom, and she's like, you went to a psychic? And I'm like, well, originally no, because I don't believe in that. But then I'm like, wait a minute, this would be a great podcast story. I thought she was going to say some like dumb bullshit like, ooh, in 3 years, we'll get hit by a car. I don't know why I did an accent. That's probably offensive. But instead she was like, first of all, I don't know. She closed the door, kicked my mom out. She's like, it'll mess up the energy in the room. I don't know why I'm doing an accent.
Did she have an accent? Okay.
You know, I don't remember. She might have had an accent. I'll just do an accent just for,
yeah,
to get
make
the character.
It's to make it sound different than your voice.
Yeah, exactly. So basically she kicked my mom out of the room, door closed. It was just me and this lady in the room, and she's like, you stick out your hand and let me read your hand. And I put my hand out. And like she didn't like put her hands on my hands or anything. She just like was like, trying to feel the energy. She was like looking at it. The whole time I'm like, this is for sure bullshit. Like, there's no way. First of all, the whole point of sidekicks, I looked this up afterwards too, because let me tell you, after this, I was kind of shaken up. I was going in there with the most cynical mind you could have, but I've had the weirdest week, basically. I sit down in the chair. She's like, okay, so let me read your fortune. She didn't say that, but she was like, I gotta throw up. I talked a lot, and I had a whole ass burrito. But yeah, I forgot. What did she say? Okay, so she was saying.
Make sure you talk in the accent.
Sorry, that's what she was saying. So yeah, so she was like, I can feel an energy from you. You are in a weird spot, a transitional period. You're undergoing a lot of change, and I feel there's a lot of change. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's true, but honestly, everyone's going through change. So she could be saying that about anybody. I said it out loud. I'm like, damn, that's kind of spot on. That's kind of freaky. And she's like, yes. And then also, you are going to meet a lot of people here, a lot of new people, and I see you dating a couple people too. Don't do it. And I'm like, what? And she was like, a lot of people are going to try to be. I see a lot of jealousy surrounding you. You need to just focus on you. I see you're kind of creative. You like to make art. I'm like, well, yeah, I do. It's like, okay, well, I see you being very successful. If you don't let people throw you off. And I'm like, well, what's life without people? And she's like, stop. You're not listening. I didn't say that. I said, what did I say? Wait, I forgot what she said.
I said, what did I say? Stop, you're not listening. I said, what did I say?
Let me see that damn palm again.
I said, don't let people distract you. They're going to just pull you down. You got to use happy people and cut off all bad people. And I'm like, okay, well, Okay, that was just her basing people around, like, recently. She's like, I'm going to go a bit in your future now. You're going to be 35, married, have 2 sons and a girl. I'm like, what?
Oh my goodness. That don't sound like you at all.
What? I'm like, well, I never wanted to have kids. And it's like 35's different time. You don't understand. You're going to be changed. You're going to be held down. And you're going to be married one time, I see, in your life. You're meant to be married one time only. And I'm like, well, damn. Yeah, it was kind of trippy because everything she said about me, like, leading up to it was spot on. And then she puts a prediction like that on me. So the rest of the of the day, I was questioning my own beliefs.
How much had you talked to this lady before she started the reading?
0. I didn't say shit. Like, she had no information on me going in. She nailed that I was in the transitional set. Like, I'm in a move. I'm doing change. She said I was, like, in the middle of a move. She guessed that. I don't know how. I wasn't carrying any bags or anything. I was just myself there. That I was creative also. And she nailed, like, so much stuff about me. She got, like, nothing wrong. And, like, everything she said about my future was, like, in the deep subconscious of my own mind that, I don't know, I felt very trippy. I also did research about it. And most of these people are, like, very good scammers. So maybe what they're saying is the most generic bullshit, or I'm just very easy to read that she pinpointed all this stuff on me. But whatever the case is, it fucked with my mind the rest of the day. And I was kind of, like, caught up on that for, like, a whole day, like, second-guessing my own spirituality. So now I don't know what I believe in. I'm back to being agnostic. I don't believe in anything. I don't even believe in that there's nothing. I just don't believe.
Yeah, agnostic.
I don't even know what's going on in my own head. So I got a whole life ahead of me to figure that shit out. But yeah. That was wild. It's a wild time.
So, it sounds cool.
So
yeah, I don't know.
2 boys and 1 girl. That's 3 whole kids.
That sounds... What'd you say?
That's 3 whole kids right there. You're gonna be pumping babies out.
Yeah. I mean,
I already knew that this guy was gonna fuck.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. What? But yeah, she also didn't say those kids are mine. It could be adopted. It could be the lady I married's kids. They're gonna be my kids one day, but like it could be adopted. You know, I always want to adopt kids.
She didn't say you were gonna have to love them either. So.
What does that mean? I do want children. I do want to love I'm gonna love my kids.
You
okay,
want 3
I
kids?
love my kids.
You know what? If I'm there, it depends where I'm at right now.
Well, she did say 35 is a different time. So.
Yes, and I imagine so. I mean, I never thought I was gonna be here at 20. I didn't think I was gonna make it to 20, to be honest. I thought I was gonna die tragically at 17. But here I am. Pushing through. I don't think I'm gonna go out.
What do you think was gonna kill you?
Either suicide, freak accident, or like I don't know, murdered. I always thought I was gonna be murdered. I have a lot of anxiety, so like I don't know. When I was like a kid, I never saw myself living past Phase 3 of the MCU. I always thought that was the cutoff point, you know? Like, after Endgame drops, I'm probably not going to make it to see the next phase. And I saw WandaVision, I saw Falcon Winter Soldier, I saw Loki.
And Black Widow!
Such a weird... Now it's time to die! Yeah, no, I never thought I saw myself at 20, to be honest. 20 is just a weird... I don't know. I didn't see my future. I never see my future. And now I'm kind of blindly going into it. And it's kind of a scary thought, but a little bit exciting because anything could happen and also nothing can happen. It's just like a lot of stuff. And I don't know. It's for sure a whole life adventure ahead of me. I got a whole life adventure I got to deal with now.
Do you think that if we all had kids, they'd get along?
No.
I want that to happen so bad. I'm going to have kids.
I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna say that now.
And apparently, Ishy's gonna have
3
kids. I want to have kids.
2 boys and a girl.
You know what? I'll let my kids play with your kids.
If you don't
have
that's
what I'm saying.
2
we need
boys
to
and a girl, you gotta go find that
kids
and kill her or something like that.
I do live right across the street from her too now, which is kind of freaky. Like
that's
it's
awesome.
Directly across.
Maybe that's how she knew you were moving in.
No, I didn't even. I wasn't even looking at that.
She saw your ass moving in.
Oh, you're in a transitional period.
No, I moved in this weekend. The second was like a week ago. Like this was just timing.
What
What'd
if
you
our
say?
kids get married? That would
Dude,
be
if
trippy.
my kid married one of your kids, that would be fucking hilarious.
Would we be
That would-
brother-in-laws? What would we be? Uncle?
we'd
we'd be in-laws, that's for sure.
we'd be in-laws. I don't think there'd be like, I don't think there's a title for it though.
I don't know if there's a term for that.
Damn, we just be bros with kids.
I think you'd just say like we're in-laws.
Yeah.
We're in love. Yeah. You know what the thing I'm gonna love about this podcast is? Every day I live here is an adventure, and I think this is like every week is like I caught up on where I am at life. And I'm definitely gonna come back to these and see what I should have done, and like listening to the feedback I got and see what I followed and didn't, just to know how my life panned out. Because this is a very
like a little time capsule.
It's different.
Yeah.
It is basically a time capsule.
I think we should seal up this time capsule.
Yeah, we've been
I
recording
agree.
for an hour and a half.
It's been running for quite a little while here.
Yeah. Well, we got some good bits and shits.
Thanks for sticking around. Just before we leave you guys, I'd like to leave you with our exit tune and a picture of Ishy's ass.
Here's my Ishy ass.
Here's a picture of Ishy's ass.
Young blood.
we got the exclusive photo coming in just now of Iggy Azalea's fresh asshole.
Enjoy if you're into that, I guess.
Fresh asshole.
I know I am. Wait.